Morning, guys. Oh, cheers. Gotta cover the lettering in the front. It seems that was a copyright. Whatever. And there goes the rest of the coffee this morning. So, I just went through and claimed all my staking rewards and all of this. So, on XPRT persistence, I was able to claim 1.05 today. So it's less than it has been. And that was 24 hours. So, however, last night I had done a test till this morning, which is 12 hours on the EGLD to MEX, providing liquidity. So, earnings were like $60 in 12 hours. So, that doesn't seem right. So now I'm going to run another test. So it's 8 o'clock in the morning where I'm at. So tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I'll see what that figure is. However, all I'm doing there is I'm harvesting the rewards, splitting in half, and then adding liquidity, then staking it to a pool for the EGLD MEX. So I'll continue that, I want to say till like December 1st. So December 1st, I think I'm going to start taking that amount back out to then pay myself back the capital that I put in. I was going to start off by taking the capital, but I'm realizing that the percentage gains are now. The better percentages are now. So I'd rather restake all of that and let that go to work and earn a higher yield. Now I put in a little more. So, and now overnight the prices of everything has dropped. So, you know, I want to keep a certain dollar figure in there. I know that that's not always the way to look at this. It's by the numbers, but yet the dollar is another number. It is data. So, looking at it from the dollar perspective, I want to compound those earnings. So, that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, how y'all doing this morning? So, let's see, other crypto stuff I gotta do. The Theta and T-Fuel that I've held on to for like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 years now. I have not been running the Guardian node. I still cannot get it to sync. So, same thing, or a similar thing with the Edge node. So I think I'm going to just go the G-Pool route, and I'm just going to stake there on G-Pool, because the Theta that I've got, I don't want to sell the rest of that. I sold a decent amount, was able to take profit and do a bunch of stuff with. So a lot of y'all know the story there. So, I mean, what's there is still a considerable amount. So even today. So, I just want to lock that up and let it run. So I think I'm going to just do the G-Pool route on that. I've had some issues out of this server that I built. So I don't know if that's an ID10T error or hardware error. Oh, and by the way, if you're running any sort of staking node, you have any kind of files on your computer, go ahead and put that onto a thumb drive, So just a regular thumb drive, you slide into the USB, store all your information on a thumb drive. The other thing that I'm considering is, now that I've done one or two videos, I was looking at the C drive on this server, and I've used a little over 1 terabyte of storage. So I may look into like an external hard drive, like a 5 or a 6 terabyte. So that way I can take all those files, move them to an external hard drive instead of keeping all that on this computer. So I'm curious if that amount is, the computer's fast. That's not the issue. It's like different audio things and all are clipping, and I'm having a few issues in editing, so I'm wondering if maybe something's going on. So I don't know. I'm just gonna take all those files and move them over to a external hard drive, like I said, a 5 or a 6 terabyte, something like that. The other thing is, I was on another friend's channel, Dub Digital, and he was speaking of Odyssey, to get paid in library credits. So I may go ahead and start that up, and I know Litecoin Lisa is also broadcasting. Her has a backup of all of her stuff on library, so I may go ahead and do that as well, because we never know when the overlords of YT here might come in and say, you know what, we don't want any of this information out here, so let's go ahead and wipe them clean. So one day that may happen. So just as a precautionary measure, as well as I can, I and you can then get paid in LBRY, in library credits. So why not? Try something different. It is a decentralized platform where you can say pretty much anything, which I'm guessing that there are some wild things being said over there. So, there's good and bad in decentralization. So anyway, figure I'm going to give that a shot here shortly. Let's see, what else is going on? I had some issues. Are y'all having issues like with the Ledger Live? I don't know if I just have to run updates yet again. It's like every single time I want to do something, I have to run updates on the thing, and then so I just unplugged it. It's the holiday season. If anyone's out here trying to scam anyone or keylog anyone and all of this, I figured it'd be during this time, right? So I don't know. I've got 2 other laptops I may refresh back to factory. Go ahead and wipe those clean and start again from those. So that's the beauty of taking the stuff that you put onto a computer and creating a backup for it all, especially with crypto, right? So your keystone files, all of that kind of stuff that you need in order to log in, back up all of that, and back it up twice. Because, just like in prepping, right? So 3 is 2, 2 is 1, 1 is none. Same thing. So you don't want to have just one copy of anything. But no, I had to get creative in order to reconstruct my seed phrase for my ledger, because I don't keep any of that in the house, for a good reason, because I remember the days of old when people used to go and try to hunt these people down, right? So a lot of people have forgotten that. So money makes people do weird things. So anyway, that's why I state that none of that is in my house. And some of it, you have to be really creative. You have to go to different... I'm not going to say that. It's in different locations. And not one thing is the same. So you have to pick and pull from different spots and then put it together. So that's the more difficult thing, like with the theta, So I don't have that in the house. I don't have a way to reconstruct that from the house. The ledger, I tried, but I'm having issues. So, I don't know. Just curious, are y'all having any issues out of Ledger Live and, like, say, a Ledger Nano? So, I don't use it all the time. I mean, all I do is I have different things on my laptop or on my PC where I have the addresses, just the deposit addresses. So that way I can purchase from different exchanges and then just deposit directly to the wallet. I mean, so I haven't transacted or sent any of that. After it hits cold storage, that's it. I lock that up. So anyway, just curious if anyone is having any issues or if there's anything out there of other people during this time of our thriving economy. So, the property across the street, still nothing. Saw the guy yesterday morning, so Thanksgiving morning, early, and didn't give me the thumbs up or thumbs down or anything, so just waved. That was pretty much it. I didn't even go speak to him. So, anyway, still fingers crossed on that deal. But, man, this, with this EGLD / MEX, so the rewards from this, right? What would you do? Would you use that for, say, an RV if you were able to do something? If you were able to generate that amount of money for basically for nothing, just in your rewards, right? So if you were able to generate enough rewards from staking, would you take those rewards and then use that for an RV? Just a thought, because that would be just too cool to be able to purchase an RV, have a wrap put on it and all, to travel to different events. That would be fun. But will I have to come up with an additional amount? I don't know, but I just think it would be cool to try to do something to where basically I earned it from crypto and didn't have to put out any additional money for it. I think that would just be too cool. However, first I'm taking my original investment back out. So, it's like when your crypto goes up a certain percentage, if you get a 3x or more, look, go ahead and take your profit. Go ahead and take that back out of the investment. Then you're playing with house money. So, I mean, if you get a 10x, That's the first thing you should do. I say anything over a 3x from wherever you put money in. But here again, nothing of what I say here is advice in any way, shape, or form. So, just thoughts of a blind dude. That's about it. You know, I'm still thinking about yesterday with the Thanksgiving. I didn't have a Thanksgiving dinner with any family. Like I said, my family just went kaput, just went poof. I'm sure they all got together, and but I, I just have to laugh whenever they say, "Oh, he just got lucky." Luck had nothing to do with it. This is numbers. This is when my numbers hit, is when I take profit. That's it. It's not that I don't look at charts 24/7 and sit here drinking coffee all night long. I don't do that. That's not healthy. I mean, I look at crypto maybe once, twice a day. That's it. I don't sit here trading, and I don't trade by leverage either. Back in the day, okay, I began trading equities in '95. I had one of the first Ameritrade accounts. And back then, you had to apply for credit in order to trade on leverage. Whereas today, you are just given leverage. That should not be. So, if you don't know what you're doing, you can lose it all real fast, quick, and in a hurry, and end up with a margin call. Because understand this, they can see both sides of the market, whether a put or a call, and then with leverage. So they know exactly where to put the price and when, based upon everyone else's bets, in order to clear the books. That's all that they do. They're trading derivatives. That's it. So careful if you go to trade margin, and if you do, I never suggest more than 4x leverage. That is like ludicrous to trade more than a 4x leverage. But I don't suggest anyone even try it. That's straight up, that's worse than gambling. That is worse than gambling. That's throwing it on red or black. That's it. Or throwing it in the field on a craps table. That's it. So, if I do the same thing like with gold and silver, if I don't have the underlying asset, I do not place any sort of a trade where it's going to cost me more than the bet that I put on the table, if that's what I'm doing, making a bet. So I don't gamble, I invest. So if I don't have it, I don't try to sit there and trade it with something I don't have, because a margin call is not fun. I found that out in 97, 98-ish, somewhere in there. That was not fun. So, anyway, I'm probably rambling on. And I can't make out, even though I have like a 27-inch monitor and I have it enlarged at, I think I'm at 200x at the moment. Normally when I record, I do it at 300x, but if I zoom out to, or zoom down to 200x, I can see the exact square of the screen from the camera, so that way I can tell if I'm too far one side or too far on the other. So anyway, I can't read how long I've been going. So anyway, look, y'all have a good one. Later.